Hi, good morning children. Are you ready to attend the class? Okay, we can start today's topic. Before that you have to remember what we discussed on last class. That is physiographic divisions. Out of 6 physiographic divisions, we discussed 3: Himalayan mountains, northern plains and peninsular plateau. So today we are going to discuss fourth physiographic division, that is the Indian desert. The Indian desert. You know, it lies, first we have to discuss what are the specialities of the Indian desert. It lies western areas of Aravalli Hills. Vindhya, Satpura, Aravalli, like that different names are there for mountains, you know that. So it lies western areas of Aravalli Hills and it is undulating topography. Okay, once again I will tell you. It is undulating topography and sandy plain. It is a desert area, so it is a sandy plain. Once again, it lies in that means western areas of Aravalli Hills. Aravalli Hills in the western side the Indian desert. And undulating topography. What do you mean by undulating topography? വളവുകളും തിരിവുകളും ഉയർച്ച താഴ്ചകൾ, that is known as undulating topography. We can see sand dunes here in this desert. Sand dunes. You know sand dunes, manal kumbarangal, manal kunagal. You know it is a sandy area, desert area. So we can see sand dunes here. And this area receives very low rainfall. Why? Because it is a desert area, so it is a low rainfall area, that is below 150 millimeter per year. ഒരു വർഷത്തിൽ 150 മില്ലിമീറ്ററിന് താഴെ മാത്രമേ മഴ ലഭിക്കുന്നുള്ളൂ. Got it? And the climate, it is arid climate. You know what is the meaning of arid? Yes, it is a hot climate. That is arid climate because it is a desert area. And low vegetation cover. That generally we know that very less rainfall is only available, so the vegetation cover is, or the plant's life is very low. And stream appear only during the rainy season. Other all seasons there will not be the streams. Why? The rainy season only water is available. So the presence of or the influence of the rainy season only the streams are appearing. അരുവികളൊക്കെ പ്രത്യക്ഷപ്പെടാൻ മഴക്കാലത്ത് മാത്രമാണ്. And soon after the rainy season that streams will disappear also. Understood? And into the sandy area, the streams will disappear into the sandy area and they do not have enough water to reach the sea. You know that all the water bodies, they are joining together. At last they are reaching in oceans, sea. But in this case, in the desert area or this Indian desert, we can see that these rivers, these streams are not at all reaching in oceans or seas. And Luni is the only one large river in this region. Luni river is the largest river, in this, one of the large river that it is flowing in this area. And another one speciality, Barkans. It is a new word for you? No, it is not a new word. You don't want to worry about it. Barkans means crescent shaped sand dunes. When you are observing, you might have seen in those who visited in Saudi Arabia or some other foreign countries, you might have seen that sandy area, desert place, or a Balkans. What is Balkans means? Crescent shaped sand dunes. Crescent shaped dunes. അതിനെയാണ്, അതായത് നമ്മൾ ഡെസേർട്ട് ഏരിയയിൽ പോകുമ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഷേപ്പ് കാണാം. ദറ്റ് മീൻസ് ബിക്കോസ് ഓഫ് ദ പ്രസൻസ് ഓഫ് ദ വിൻഡ് the sand is moved from one area to another area. So the movement of the sand, it caused or it constructed or it made a Balkans. A shape we can see in the desert area according to the movement of the or with the movement of the wind. That is Balkans. Crescent shaped dunes. Dunes means a heap of a sand. It is known as a dunes. That is known as a Balkans. Balkans cover large areas. Dunes, Balkans, etc. we can see in this large area. Near the Indo-Pakistan boundary, the boundary of Indo-Pakistan, we can see these Balkans in large extent. Got it? And another one speciality, Jaisalmer. You heard Jaisalmer, that is in Rajasthan. That is Thar desert, the place near Thar desert, it is in Rajasthan, and number of Balkans or a group of Balkans we can see, or crescent shaped dunes of a sand dunes we can see in this Jaisalmer area. Okay, and my dear children, once again I will tell you, we discussed the fourth physiographic division, that is the Indian desert. You know that it lies or it is western areas of Aravalli Hills. It lies western areas of Aravalli Hills, and it is undulating topography and sandy plain. Manal nirannadana undulating topography, and we can see sand dunes here in this desert. The specialty of deserts, it is sand, so we can see the sand dunes. Manal kumbarangal കാണാനായിട്ട് കഴിയും. This area receives a very low rainfall, and because that means it below 150 millimeter of rainfall. So what will happen? The vegetation cover is very less because there is no enough water, and it is a climate is a arid climate, and the streams are appearing only in rainy season. Soon after the rainy season, streams are disappearing. The reason you know? Yes. And these streams are not at all reaching to the sea. Before that they are disappearing, they are go deep into the sand. They cannot flow freely because of arid climate. Evaporation, it is happening soon. Okay. And also Luni is one of the largest river in this area, and you know another specialty, Balkans. Already I informed that Balkans are familiar or very common here in this area, especially in Indo-Pakistan area. We can see these Balkans in large extent, and Jaisalmer, Rajasthan, number of group of Balkans we can see in the Thar desert and Jaisalmer. Okay. And now I think you got what are the specialities of the fourth physiographic division, the Indian desert. Am I right? Can I continue the next topic? What it is the fifth physiographic division, the coastal plains. What it is? The coastal plains. Fifth one, it is the coastal plains. You know, peninsular plateau is flanked by a stretch of a narrow coastal strips. In peninsular plateau, it is the presence of a narrow, a stretch of a coastal strips are there. Peera Pradesham, coastal area, coastal strips. And it is running along, this coastal area running along with the Arabian Sea on the west side. In the west side we can see Arabian Sea, and Bay of Bengal on the east side. West side Arabian Sea is there, and east side Bay of Bengal is there. Another one speciality, the western coast, eastern coast and western coast is there. So western coast sandwiched between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. You are familiar with the sandwich, am I right? Yes. Very tasty and yummy. Okay. So this western coast is sandwiched between. What do you mean by sandwich? Sandwiched. You know, while you are purchasing sandwich from market or a bakery, you can see that upper part one piece of bread, lower part also one piece of bread. In between, it is vegetables will be there, other ingredients will be there, sauce will be there, everything will be there. So, what happened here in this case? The western coast every sthiti cheyyunnathu in between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. Western Ghats is an upper side and Arabian Sea in the lower side. In between who is the Western coast? That is why it is saying that Western coast is sandwiched by Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea. Okay. We already discussed Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Am I right? Can you remember it? Then only you can understand this Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. Okay. So, Western coast is a narrow plain. Why Western coast is a narrow plain? Because it is sandwiched between Arabian Sea and Western Ghats. It is a narrow stretch of plain. Sandwiched. Okay. That is why it is a narrow plain and it is very small and this consists of 3 sections. This western coast consists of 3 sections. Can you say which are they? Don't worry, I will tell you. Okay, first one, Konkan coast. Second one, Kannada plain. Kannada. And third one, it is Malabar coast. Don't worry with these names. I will tell you what it is. Western coast, it is consist of 3 parts are there or 3 sections are there. The northern part of the coast, western coast in the northern part is known as Konkan. That means Mumbai to Goa, those all area. It is known as a Konkan coast. Okay. And also you might have heard Konkan railway. Yes. So next second one, it is the central stretches. Nadu bhagam allegil madhya bhagathine stretcher is called Kannada plain. Kannada plain. Got it? The northern part it is known as Konkan and this the central stretch it is known as Kannada plain and it is the southern stretch. Southern part or southern stretch it is referred as a Malabar coast. Now you got it, which are the 3 sections of the western coast? Yes, very simple. That is Konkan coast, Kannada plain and Malabar coast. Then we have understand the following specialities of eastern part of eastern coast. Okay. So now you got it, what is speciality of western coast. So plains along the Bay of Bengal, plains along the Bay of Bengal are wide and level. Western coast it was narrow, but the plain along the Bay of Bengal it is wide and level. There is no that much ups and downs. And it is wide also, not narrow, and it in northern part it is known as northern circa. And the southern part is known as Coromandel coast. Once again, my dear children, we are discussing the western coast and eastern coast. Western coast already we discussed. There are 3 sections are there. The northern part is known as Konkan, central part is known as Kannada and the southern part is known as Malabar coast. But when we are coming to the eastern, plain along with the Bay of Bengal are wide and level. In northern part it is referred as a northern Sircar, and in southern part it is known as Coromandel coast. Got it? Rivers Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri formed vast delta here in this coast. So these are the rivers drain here. Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri formed vast delta. You know what is delta? Okay, it is a triangular shaped, it is a triangular, almost triangular shaped deposition by rivers. It is very fertile. Such lands are very fertile. You know, one example I will tell you, Sundarban Delta. This Sundarban Delta is a Royal Bengal tiger is more in those areas of the Sundarban Delta. Mangrove forest are there. You can see that while you are researching. Okay, so my dear children, rivers Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri formed vast delta, fertile land of this area in this coast. Okay, one of the most important feature of a eastern coast, it is the presence of a Chilika lake. Chilika lake is one of the most important speciality of this eastern coast. And you know that what is the speciality of Chilika Lake? The Chilika Lake is the largest saltwater lake in India. Chilika Lake is the largest saltwater lake in India, and it lies in the state of Orissa. Okay, and also to the south of the Mahanadi Delta. Mahanadi Delta south bhagathayittan it is lying, and it is the largest saltwater lake in India, and it stays in Orissa. So freshwater lakes also there and saltwater lakes also there. So Chilika is a saltwater lake. It is the largest saltwater lake in India. So my dear children, that all we discussed today. Only two topics. What are they? First one, it is fourth physiographic division, the Indian desert, and the fifth one we discussed the coastal plains. I think you got all these two topics. In the coastal plains we discussed western coast and eastern coast, and also we discussed the differences between these two. I think you got it, dear children. A few area only we covered today. You have to read it well and understand and study and repeated the strange names of this area. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me. I will clarify. Okay. So we will meet again on next class. Thank you.